I'm going to show you how to make our red, white, and blue cake. I'm going to use white Baker's Request cake rounds, and you'll notice how it bakes level for less waste. I don't have to trim this belly. I know that my shoulders are perfectly straight, and I can simply unmold it and use it right out of the pan. To get started, I'm going to put a little bit of buttercream. I'm going to take the same buttercream and give a little dam around the edge. I'm going to use our raspberry filling. What I love about this filling is that it's made with real fruit. My next layer goes up, and this time I'm going to take the cake and turn it over. I do that to help keep my cake as level as it can be. I'm going to take the dam and put it in one more time. Now for the next layer. Take special care when you put the top layer on to line up all the layers so that the sides of the cake are even and flush. One more dam with the buttercream to make sure that our filling stays put. I'm going to place a small amount of buttercream on and just kind of spread it around simply. There is enough buttercream on the sides of this cake that I don't need to add any additional buttercream. So now remove any of the excess buttercream from the sides of the cake. Once the cake is stacked and crumb coated, it's time to smooth ice. We're going to lay a thicker layer of buttercream on first, and then we'll go back in and smooth it out. It's important when you do this to put on a little extra so there's plenty to scrape off later for our smooth finished design. Clean up the edges of the cake, making sure to remove any texture. Now I'm going to go back in and clean up the bottom. Place the sprinkles halfway up the side of the cake. Now it's time to use glitter glaze for the drip on the cake. Notice this new packaging. It makes it so much easier to use. I'm using red today because it goes perfectly with our design. Once the glitter glaze is on, it's time to decorate the top of the cake. First, I'll use a spatula to give my flag a little bit of outline. I'm using two of our vibrant colors, royal blue and red. I'm also using our classic white buttercream. We'll start with the blue flag in the top corner using rosettes. Once the blue is laid in, we're going to switch to stripes. I'm going to start with the stripe up the middle first. Use a shell border for the stripes to give it a different look than the rosette. Now we'll work in either direction to keep the stripes aligned. One of my favorite parts about these buttercreams right out of the tub is I don't have to mix them and the colors stay perfect every time. After the stripes are laid in, it's time for some stars. I'm placing stars where there are gaps in the blue icing. That way it fills it in and still looks like my flag. These tall cakes are so trendy and also so hard to package and take home with your customers. Oftentimes we end up stapling boxes together, taping them, turning the bakery into a craft project. So we've got our new NJ Flex box that solves that problem. This box is adjustable, so I can make the sides the right size for my cake. I love that it's this heavy corrugated cardboard. It means that my tall cakes, my heavy cakes, my hard to fit cakes all have a home in this box. It'll come out just as beautifully as if I carried it there myself.